that one is really, really inspired by greats Mo Grew Miller and McCoy Tyner.
Okay.
And that's where that one came from.
All right. And let everybody know where they can get the CD Baby. Where else?
It's the best way to get to it is to go to VernellBrownJr.com,
which I'm on right now. Okay.
And then they can choose Amazon, CD Baby. They can go to iTunes. They can go to Verizon ringtones. They can go to Napster, whatever. I mean, but I think the quickest way to get to it is just to go to VernellBrownJr.com and then pick and choose.
Right. Yeah, that's very true. And also, they can see your the photography page. I love it because it gives you a history of you in photos.
Oh yeah.
At a young age, and I like this one with you behind this huge drum set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some nice shots. Let's say you play violin, right? You like to play violin. What other types of music interest you besides jazz?
I like classical music. I'm into classical music. Like Chopin. I used to work on the Black Key Etude, and then also the Revolutionaries, which just focuses on the left hand. I worked on a lot of Chopin. Bach is one of my favorite composers, 2- and 3-part inventions. I did a few of his preludes and fugues. I like any music that has a good vibe to it. I like. I'm starting to experiment with listening to different, I guess they call it dubstep, in different kinds of styles. Hip hop mixed with certain, different, inflections or reflections.
Okay. What do you do for relaxation? It seems like you're busy.
What do I do for relaxation?
Right, in your free time.
Oh, in my free time, what I do is I sit down. I like to read a book, and actually most of the times I turn on the television and watch the Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I can laugh, because laughter is
I love to laugh.
medicine. Yeah. I watch some cartoons, but in most cases during my free time, I just read a book.
All right. When you started out as a kid, I know this didn't come to your mind at the time, but as you got older, did you start thinking about, or did you have any doubts about when you started as a musician that you would be successful?
Wow, that's a very, very good question. Yeah, I can say I did sort of have some doubts, because I wasn't focused on exactly what I wanted to do. But then after a certain point, I basically something just kind of nudged me in my brain that said I'm not afraid of success.
Gotcha.
Once I got over the fact that I wasn't afraid of success, I just kind of went forward, and then everything just fell into place. I mean, but it didn't just come from me. It came from my mother, my father, and my sister, you know what I mean? And my family, and, brothers like you and other people, that I'm in constant contact with, keeps me on point.
There you go. What do you we only have a few more minutes, but and I want to thank you so much, but I just would like your opinion of the word jazz.
My opinion of the word jazz?
Yeah.
Well, I found that, back in the day, jazz, from what I understand, when the piano players would play in the parlor, it was a word that they used, they were in the whorehouse. And they were doing their thing, and they were saying, come on, you got to finish up this trick real quick, get this person up out of the room. And then the person would say, okay, well, jazz it up.
Mm.
And they speed it up. They speed it up. You know, the piano player would speed it up and play that stride piano. That was kind of a bad connotation, I think, you know, of the title. And I just like to think of this music that we play. I just like to call it music.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, jazz is just, it could be a slang term, and just the way it's used, it could mislead a lot of people, you know, and that's why, for instance, when, you know, the Jazz Crusaders came out, you know, they sold more records when they took the word jazz off of the Crusaders, even though it was jazz.
Yeah.
When it became the Crusaders instead of the Jazz Crusaders, then they made more records, and they got, you know, these gold platinum records.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah, and it's just, in my opinion, I think jazz, the word jazz is just a label, and I'm not going to fall to that. Yeah.
All right. I want to thank you so much, Vernell.
Okay, thank you, James.
Rapping with me and telling us all about yourself. And unequivocally, I wish you the best success. And hopefully we can get you here in Hawaii so you can tear them down, you know?
That'll be great, man. I'm ready to play.
Right on.
Right on.
Hey, you be cool and stay with me, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we were talking with Vernell Brown Jr. Aloha, Vernell.
Okay. Aloha.
Aloha.